Thank you. Good evening, everyone. As Steve pointed out, again, thanks to HVO. They've been just great to work with, great partners in helping us understand what's happening. So again, if we can all say thanks to the HVO team again. Oh. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
They want to thank him for, that's from the students.
Thank you. I guess what they were sharing with me is they were very appreciative and thankful for being able to go up as part of the schools. They went to see the lava flow up at Upon Street. So thank you. And as Steve shared in his presentation, we're watching the flow very closely. Obviously, it's concerning with the path it's taken, how it's moved over the last few days. So we're going to watch it very closely. Today we flew twice, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. We're going to continue that so we have current information to share with HVO to then forecast what could happen. What we've also been doing is meeting with the businesses in the Pahoa Marketplace complex. And that's so that each of the businesses understands what's happening, the potential for where the flow is going, and how we can work together if they need assistance with either evacuation, closing, etc. Yeah, and right now it's very early, but we just want to maintain that close relationship with the businesses. And again, I really want to say thank you to them. They've been very understanding. Every one of them has a plan for what they're going to do. And that ranges from units that's needing a few days, depending on the size of the business, to some of the bigger ones needing about a week to do what they need to do to keep their employees safe, as well as to move inventory and then look at possible relocation of their operation. And I know questions have been asked in the past, like what about the gas station? And again, with great partnership with Malama Market, with Dexter and his gang there, they've identified the proper solution, working with us, EPA, Department of Health, on what's going to happen with the gas station if and when there's a concern. And that is to sell off what fuel they have, empty the tanks, and then fill it with firefighting foam and water so there's no explosion hazard for the community. So there are plans in place, and I apologize if we don't always share that with you, but there's so many things that's ongoing. We could stay here all night if I was to tell you every single thing that's ongoing. And that's where it's important. You can come up and ask questions, so we'd love to share with you if you have specific questions on some of these issues. As I mentioned, this week, ending tomorrow, we've been bringing the students from the schools, Keonipoko, Pahoa schools, the students that were displaced by the eruption and lava flow. And it's been a very rewarding experience, not just for the kids, but for us, because we get to interact with them. You know, when they pull up in the bus, we get on the bus and we give them some instructions, what's going to happen. We set it up as an educational opportunity. We have 5 different stations or presentation areas up there that include the University of Hawaii Hilo's geology program. So we have students and instructors from the program educating the kids that come up on volcanic activity, how the flow behaves, getting a better understanding of what's happening and what has happened. We have students from the University of the Nation helping us usher the kids to and from the different stations. We have Department of Public Works and HELCO explaining to the kids what was going on with the roads, as well as the protective measures on the poles. And our office is discussing with the kids how we keep you informed, how we let you know, not just about volcanic emergencies, but all the emergencies or disasters that we face in our community. So it's been just a really great experience for all of us. And what's interesting, when the kids are on the bus before they get off, we give them the instructions. We ask them how many are scared to be there. You know, a few hands do go up, but by the end of the presentation, we ask them not one of them. They're all laughing, having a good time, and walk away with a better understanding of what has happened and not scared. So thank you. Other things that we've been doing in preparation for the possible worst case scenario, and we keep throwing that out. I mean, we hope nothing happens, but we need to keep planning and preparing for those worst case scenarios. I know questions have been asked in the past. Well, medical emergencies, if the highway is cut off, if the roads are cut off, how can we assure you that there will be transport vehicles, helicopters primarily, to move people in and out of the community for critical medical emergencies? So yesterday, 10 o'clock in the morning, we did an exercise with both the fire department and with Hawaii Life Flight. They're a private helicopter operator that's based out of both Kona Hospital and Hilo Hospital. They are a medevac operation. Their primary role in the system right now is they take people, critical patients, between the hospitals. So you may know of friends or family that were transported from Hilo or Kona to Oahu for critical care. but they're going to be part of the emergency response system if we need to move people with critical emergencies from the scene. So we did a training exercise, familiarized them with the operation. They actually landed in the Leilani Estates Community Association Park, and again in partnership with fire, and that was to just run a simulated exercise. If somebody needed help, how do they come in, how do they communicate, how do they land, familiarize with the site, and then load up and then fly to the hospital. And the response time is going to be great. You know, looking at a 10-minute response time from Hilo Hospital to this area, so it's very quick. Transport time the same. So again, we have a lot of resources on island that, again, maybe we don't do a good job bragging about or sharing, but it's to put you at ease that there are resources, there is capability here, and we'll make sure that the community gets the services that it needs to have and has enjoyed up till now. So again, we're going to continue closing the gaps on these things. We're going to monitor the flow, as I mentioned. We're going to fly twice a day. We'll have an update every morning. We'll keep the businesses informed of any changes in the flow pattern or its advancement, and we'll keep you informed. So again, thank you for coming out every Thursday night and taking the opportunity to ask questions and get informed. And please, if you ever have questions, you're welcome to come up after this and see us. Thank you. Yes, thank you for bringing that. Yes, we have, again, we're very fortunate, and we have a very active CERT program, Community Emergency Response Team program. These are citizens from the community. Some of you, some of your neighbors, some of your friends, some of your family. People who are volunteering in their communities to receive training and then be available to respond in the event of a critical disaster and in the event first responders can't get in. So as part of the training and part of the continued expansion of the program, they were there in Leilani Estates supporting and participating in that exercise with the helicopter. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Thank you.